pleasant good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Romano Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth for the Section 7 2A Boys Basketball Semifinal Round as the Virginia Blue Devils will take on the Pierz Pioneers. Hello again, everyone. I'm Bob Cohn. A pleasure to have you viewing our telecast tonight right here on Mesabi Community Television. The Blue Devils come in with a record of 21 wins and 7 losses. They are the number 1 seed in subsection 2, and their QRF statewide was number 30. They're averaging almost 80 points a game. They're giving up 66. How did Virginia get to this round? 94-67 over Two Harbors, and Saturday morning they defeated Proctor 43-38. Meanwhile, the Pierz Pioneers come in as the subsection 1 number 3 seed. Their QRF state ranking is 31. They're 20 wins and 8 losses on the season. They're averaging 68 points a game. They're giving up 60. And the Pioneers, though, are coming in having lost 4 of their final 6 regular season games, although they've turned it around in the playoffs. They knocked off Crosby Ironton, the number 6 seed, 81-66. And Saturday night, they beat the number 2 seed, Moose Lake Willow River, by a score of 78-65. A couple of comparative scores between the schools. Both teams have played Pequot Lakes during the season. The Blue Devils beat Pequot by 13, while the Pierz Pioneers beat Pequot in 2 overtimes by 5. Virginia lost to Aiken, while Pierce beat Aiken, and CI was an opponent. CI and Pierce split during the season, while Virginia beat Crosby Ironton. And Moose Lake Willow River, that Virginia played the first game of the year, they were beaten 101-91. So there are some comparative scores. It should be a good one. A lot of talent on both sides of the court. And let's get ready for the introduction of our starting lineups, national anthem, play-by-play, coming up very, very shortly here from Romano Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere, like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp, and this is my Mesabi story.
Section 7 encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior in our activities. Please encourage the players and coaches with positive comments and acts. Respect the decisions of the game officials. Please remember what you do and say during the contest reflects on your team, school, and community. Enjoy the game by being good sports. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise if able, remove any headwear, and face our nation's flag for our national anthem. In doing so, please remember the valiant men and women who have served our country in defense of our liberties and values. Many of them have made the supreme sacrifice. Let us also be mindful of those men and women around the globe who currently stand watch on those freedoms. Our national anthem is being performed by the Virginia High School Band under the direction of Daniel Melby.
Okay, we're all set for play-by-play action. The Blue Devils, the home team, they're in their home blues. And the Pioneers are in the road whites with the red numerals. 21-7 Blue Devils, 20-8 Pioneers. Hofdahl, Pierz, Bernard, Carlson, Williams for the Blue Devils. Schomer, Schaefer, Leidenfrost, Prokot, and Stuckmeyer for Pierz. Semi-final action. The winner moves on to the championship game on Friday night. They'll either play Esco or Duluth Marshall. Carlson off to Hofdahl. Pierz matches up in a man-to-man. Williams back to Hofdahl for three. Here's Leidenfrost off his foot. Now Schomer, he's their big shooter. Here's a long one put up, it will not fall. They battle for it underneath. The ball is tied up. Alternating possession goes to Pierz. That last shot was taken by Brandon Stuckmeyer. Pierz from the end line. Comes in deep to Stuckmeyer. Schomer in the corner, back to Stuckmeyer. Blue Devils in a 2-3 zone. Schomer looks for someone, gives it off to Stuckmeyer. Here's a long one from the corners, good for three. That was Prokop. And we are deadlocked at three. Carlson to the front court for the Blue Devils, goes down to the baseline. Inside for Williams, puts a shot up, it will fall. Blue Devils have hit the first two shots to start tonight's game. Here's Schomer, inside for Schaefer. They swing it back around. Blue Devils again staying in that 2-3 zone. Stuckmeyer, Schomer. Prokot tipped away, but it goes right to Stuckmeyer. Inside for Prokot. Here's a long one from Stuckmeyer. Will not fall. Put back up, not good. Another put back. Schaefer, this time he's fouled. Robert Schaefer will shoot a pair. Blue Devil foul called on Kyle Williams. Or check that, Mason Carlson gets the foul.
Number 5, Robert Schaefer at the line.
Schaefer at the line, shooting two. Bernard clears the boards. Joey Hofdahl goes into the lane, puts up an off-balance shot, scores! He's got 5 of the Blue Devils' first 7 tonight, and Virginia leads 7-4 early on. Schomer gets the pass back, goes in the lane, puts up a shot, and hits it. Schomer with his first points. He scored like 24 and 20 in the 2 first-round games for the Pioneers. Pass inside for Bernard, not a good pass. Turnover on the Blue Devils. Carlson and Bernard were not on the same page on that pass. And now Pierz will try to take the lead in the game. 7-6 Virginia, 15:25 to play here in our first half. I'm Bob Cohn along with Javanci George on our camera. Here's Schomer from long range. It will not fall. Bernard with the rebound. Hofdahl gives it to Carlson, and the Blue Devils will now set up in their half-court offense. First of 2 semifinals tonight here at Williams. Shot is not good by Bernard. Long pass in the front court. And Bernard takes it away. Here come the Blue Devils now. 3-on-2. Pass off for Pierz. Off Pierz. And it goes out of bounds to Virginia. Comes the first substitution in the game.
Pioneers rotating number 55, Zachary Trout.
Zachary Trout, number 55, checks in. He's a 6'3 senior. Here's a long one for Bernard. Leidenfrost comes away with it quickly to the front court. Leidenfrost goes in. It's blocked by Bernard. Now Schomer runs it down. And we've got a Virginia foul. It's going to be called, I believe, this time on 44 Williams. His first, second Virginia team foul. Schomer gets it in, gets the pass back, deep in the corner to Leidenfrost. They swing it around, inside for Trout. Nice ball movement. Here's a long one for three, will not fall. Tipped high up in the air. Loose ball is controlled by the Pioneers. Schomer. Here's a long one taken, comes off the front iron. That is Procott. Schomer again with another offensive rebound deep. They get another offensive rebound. We've got a Blue Devil foul on Nick Pierz, and that's his first. Robert Schaefer will check back in. Also coming in is Noah Sakala. Here's a shot put up and in by 21, Michael Leidenfrost. Pierz takes an 8-7 lead on the Blue Devils. 13:50 to play in our first half. Romano Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth. Section 7 2A boys basketball semis. Inside pass for Peters. The ball is loose. It's on the floor. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Pierce ball. I know Pierce had an outstanding football season. I think they played in the state championship. Can't remember what class, maybe 2 or 3, but they had a great football season. Here's Schomer. Sakala. Stuckmeyer goes inside. Shot put up and in. That was by Jonah Procott. He's got 5 in the game. And Pierce has a 3-point lead. Peters going to the right side from the free throw line, extended. Nick gets his first points. And it's a 1-point Pierce lead. Here's a long one put up by Leidenfrost. Boy, they surely can shoot. Wow, that's another deep shot and a basket. It's 13-9. Shot put up is not good. Schomer comes away with the rebound. In the corner to Leidenfrost. Procott back to Schomer. Operating on the left side, going in, pass underneath. It's off a Pioneer. It'll be Virginia's ball. Here comes Tolman and Squires in for Virginia. Checking in is number 2, Ryan Stuckmeyer for Pierce. Both teams making substitutions, and we've got the first Pierce foul. It's going to be called on number 3, Noah Sakala.
Pioneer ball on number 3, Noah Sakala, his first personal. First team foul. Pioneer setting number 4, Brandon Stuckmeyer.
Brandon Stuckmeyer checks back in for Pierce. Hofdahl. Where's number 0? Guarded by Schomer, also number 0. Bernard's shot, a little short, tipped around. Bernard will get the ball now on a pass from Hofdahl underneath, and the pass was too hard for Squires to control. Stuckmeyer gives it back to Schomer. Now Brandon Stuckmeyer. Here's a long one put up. Good by Ryan Stuckmeyer. Boy, they sure can shoot the long one. Inside for Bernard. And we've got a foul called. Be on number 5, Robert Schaefer. His first. Second team foul on the Pioneers. 7-point lead for Pierz. 11-17 to go in our first half. Squires gives it now Hofdahl for 3. Boards cleared by Ryan Stuckmeyer. Schomer is open. He'll take a 3. Leidenfrost controls. Here's a really deep one off the iron. That was taken by Ryan Stuckmeyer. And we've got 10:52 to go. 16-9 in favor of Pierz. We'll take a look at our scoring leaders for Pierz. 5 points for Michael Leidenfrost, 5 points for Jonah Procott, 3 points for Ryan Stuckmeyer, 2 points for Peter Schomer, and 1 point for Robert Schaefer. For Virginia, Joe Hofdahl has 5, 2 points for Nick Peters, and 2 points for Kyle Williams. Virginia with 3 team fouls so far, and Pierz has 2 team fouls. Again, the winner will move on and play in the championship game. That'll be on Friday night right here at Romano Gymnasium, the championship game of Section 7 2A. Carlson will walk the ball to the front court. Now to Bernard. Jade puts up a long 3 off the front iron. Ryan Stuckmeyer comes away with the loose ball to Schomer in the corner. Back to Stuckmeyer. They move around to Brandon Stuckmeyer. This is Ryan. Now Brandon. Schomer thought about taking a 3. He'll pull up. His shot was blocked by Carlson. Here comes Bernard back. 1 on 3. Bernard now will slow things down. Now he'll go into the lane. Puts a shot up. The foul was called right at the elbow. Foul is going to be called on number 4, Brandon Stuckmeyer. His first, 3rd team foul on the Pioneers. Peters checks back in for Virginia. Inbounds pass off Williams. It goes out of bounds. See, Virginia turnover. Blue Devils now have gone to a 1-3-1 zone. Ten minutes to play in our first half. Stuckmeyer, corner goes to Schaefer. Now to Ryan Stuckmeyer. He gets a pass back. Brandon Stuckmeyer, here's a 3. His first one from long range, and the Pioneers have the biggest lead in the game at 10. This is Carlson, bounce pass goes to Toman, inside for Williams, his shot's not good. Peters battles for rebound, his shot is blocked and the foul is called on Schaefer, and that's Robert Schaefer's second. Schaefer is a 6'4" senior, and looks like Coach Joe Call of Pierz is going to make a couple substitutions. Pierz at the line to shoot 2. Peters now with 3 points in the game. Checking in is Cody Kimmin, number 23. And 21 checking back in is Michael Leidenfrost. Kimmin with the rebound for the Pioneers. This is Schomer. They swing it around. Here's Brandon Stuckmeyer for 2. Boy, they just can't miss. Or check that. That was 5 points now for Stuckmeyer. And it's a 21-10 lead for the Pioneers. This is Tolman to Carlson. Pearson a man-to-man. Now Bernard goes to the free throw and goes to the paint. Puts an off-balance shot up. It's not good. Here comes Schomer back to the front court for the Pioneers. Long one put up by Procott off the iron. Coming up on 8.5 minutes to play in our first half. 21-10, Pierz over Virginia. Nick Peters, the junior, try to penetrate. Now he stops at the elbow. His shot's not good. He took an extra step. Noah Sakala will check back in. Noah's a 5'11 junior. Brandon Stuckmeyer goes to the bench. Schomer now to Kimmin. Blue Devils now have changed to a man-to-man defense. Trying to figure a way to stop that outside shooting. The ball goes out of bounds. A turnover on the Pioneers. Carlson gets it to Bernard. He puts a shot up, it will not fall. Kimmin with the rebound, he's double teamed. Nope, and then he's fouled. Foul's me called on Nick Peters, that's his second. Hofdahl comes back in for the Blue Devils. Peters will take a breather. Schomer at the elbow. He's got 4 points. Pioneers lead 23-10. Carlson goes to the baseline, goes through the lane. Carlson will get it into Tolman. Now Hofdahl. Back to Carlson. Ball goes inside for Williams. Nice spin move, and he draws a foul on Kimmin. Kyle Williams will shoot a pair.
Here's foul number 23, Cody Kimmin, his first personal 15 foul.
Williams now with 3 points in the game. Coming up on 7 minutes to play in the first half, a 12-point lead for the Pierz Pioneers. Here's Schomer from the elbow. Williams will grab the rebound, gives it to Carlson. Bounce pass in for Williams. Back to Carlson in the lane. Schomer comes away with it. Long pass in the front court. Shot put up and in by Michael Leidenfrost. He's got 7 in the game. Hofdahl, off balance shot again, tipped up by Williams. And we're going to have a foul called on Kyle Williams. That's his second. 15th foul on Virginia. Now Brandon Stuckmeyer will check back in for the Pioneers.
Pioneers sending number 4, Brandon Stuckmeyer.
Peter Schomer to the front court, guarded by Hofdahl. Schomer going into the paint, puts it off the glass, it will not fall. Bernard comes away with it. Here's Jaden taking it in, bounce pass underneath for Tolman, shots blocked. Bernard's pass inside for Carlson. Tolman with a rebound. Hofdahl for three. Williams battles for it, and we've got a foul called. Looks like it's going to be called on Trout, number 55. His first 16 foul on Pierz. Carlson in the corner, he'll take a three. Second one from long range for the Blue Devils here in a half. Carlson and Hofdahl, each with one. Schomer gives it off to Leidenfrost. Here's a long one put up. It's short off the iron by Brandon Stuckmeyer. Long pass was intercepted. Here comes Prokop back for the Pioneers. Bounce pass to underneath. Trout puts it up, it's not good. And Trout will shoot two. Jack Tolman picks up the foul, his first. Team foul number 6. Nick Peters returns to the Blue Devil lineup. Joey Hofdahl will take a break. Pioneers have hit 3 out of 4 free throws here in the half. They've made 4 from beyond the arc, and they have a 13-point lead. Here's Bernard trying to penetrate. Shot a little short. Long pass in the front court going up as Prokop missed it, put back up and in by 21, Michael Leidenfrost. 4:50 to play in the first half. It's Pierz 29, Virginia 14.
Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
Carlson gets the ball in the front court for the Blue Devils into the paint. Double team, the ball is loose, gets it back, and we've got a Pioneers foul. Zachary Trout picks up his second, 17th foul. Carlson at the line to shoot 1-1. Kimmin will check back in for Trout. Second one comes off, not good. Here's a long shot by Procott. (29-15) Pioneers. Here's Hofdahl for three, will not fall. Kimmin with the rebound. Off to Procott. He'll go in, puts it off, not good. Tolman clears the boards. And we've got something on the Blue Devils. Let's see. Oh, looks like it's on Kyle Williams. That's his third. The Stuckmeyers will come back into the lineup. Ryan, number 2, is a 5'10 junior. Brandon, number 4, is a 6'2 senior. Here's Schomer. Pass to Ryan Stuckmeyer. Back to Schomer. Inside to Kimmin. Going in the lane, putting up a shot. Oh, what a shot. 21, Michael Leidenfrost. He's got 11 points in the game. Bernard scores his first points tonight. .310 to play in the first half. Kimmin goes in the corner to Ryan Stuckmeyer. He'll go in, put it off the glass. Pierz by 16, under 3 to play in the first half from Romano Gymnasium. Bounce pass underneath, Carlson puts it home. Mason's got 6 points. He's the leading scorer for Virginia. Blue Devils back to that man-to-man. Here's Brandon Stuckmeyer going in and scoring. He's got 7. Bernard penetrates in the lane. Offensive foul called. Jaden's first foul. Daniel Squires checks back on the floor for the Blue Devils. Here's Schomer giving off to Sakala. Now Ryan Stuckmeyer. Leidenfrost. This is Schomer, free throw line. Ryan Stuckmeyer. Boy, he thought about putting it up from there. Kimmin goes into the lane, lost it. Turnover. Tolman grabs a loose ball. 1:45 to play in the first half. Hofdahl try to go inside. Not a good play. Stepping in front of that pass was Peter Schomer. Peter goes right in and he's fouled. Jack Tolman picks up his second. Peter Schomer at the line to shoot 2. Jonah Procott, 6'2 junior, checks back in for Pierz. This is Bernard with the ball to Tolman, right side. Cross court, another passing lane pick away, and blocking was Bernard, and here come the Blue Devils back. This is Hofdahl in the front court. Boy, they're reading all the Blue Devil passing lanes tonight. They're stepping in front of just about every pass Virginia tries to make, especially when they try to go cross court. Very quick team are these Pierz Pioneers. Into our final 50 seconds and another turnover. Leidenfrost with another basket. Pierz by 20 and another turnover as they step into that passing lane once again. Ryan Stuckmeyer, 2 more. (41-19). 10 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Hofdahl. Gives it to Bernard, 2 seconds. Hofdahl for 3. Not good. We've played one half of basketball. The Pierz Pioneers 41, the Virginia Blue Devils 19.
Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs. The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere, like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp and this is my Mesabi story.
Good morning, officer.
Morning. How's it going today, ma'am?
I just want you to know, I love this city. I can always find a parking place, and I never have to parallel park. Look here, every car is bunched up over on that side of the street, so it makes it really easy for me to park. And what's so odd is that yesterday, every car was on that side of the street.
Well, ma'am.
Oh, just call me Yvette. And what was your name?
I'm Chad. It's nice to meet you, Yvette. Calendar parking is why all these cars are on this side of the street. Here in Virginia, we have calendar parking, so that way the cars are on the right side, so that way it makes it a little easier. So now, on an even day, you would park on the even side of the street as the address is. So you see these house numbers over here all have even numbers. So on an even day, you park on that side. On an odd day, you would park on the same side of the street as the odd number houses. So during the winter months of November through April, we try to make sure that cars are parked on the even or odd side of the street, depending on the calendar day.
So you're going to give me a ticket? I thought you were so nice.
I am nice, and I'll tell you why I'm nice. Because the Virginia Police Department, when calendar parking is followed, it ensures that our city crews can get out and plow all the roadways after a major snow event. Also, it makes it a lot safer for all the pedestrians and all other traffic in the area. Besides that, many of the streets in Virginia are narrow, so when it comes to emergency vehicles getting through, it's nice to have all the vehicles parked on the right side of the roadways, so ambulances, fire trucks, squad cars, even just regular vehicles can get through.
I am so sorry. I didn't know.
Can I tell you something else?
Yes, I know. Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
What I was going to say is actually during the summer months, calendar parking changes a little bit. We try to make it a little easier for everybody. So from the months of May through October, you only have to worry about switching sides every 2 weeks. So on the first of the month, you make sure that you park on the odd side of the street. And on the evening of the 16th, you swap over to the even side of the street for the rest of the month. And just one more thing.
Yes?
How about you move your vehicle to the proper side of the street and we'll call it even.
Oh, I could just hug you. Can I hug you?
No, ma'am. But you need to know that calendar parking always starts the previous evening. So at 6 p.m. the previous night, you always park for the very next day.
Call me Yvette.
Thank you, Yvette.
The fountain in Virginia's Alcott Park symbolizes a rich historical significance on the Iron Range. Virginia traces its origins back to the discovery of massive iron ore deposits in the 19th century. A group of entrepreneurs led by A.E. Humphreys chose the name Virginia because it was Humphreys' home state and because of the virgin quality of the land. Virginia burned down twice in the years leading up to the 20th century, but by 1920 rose to a population of over 14,000. By then, the Virginia and Rainy Lake Lumber Company, employing 1,500 men and women, was thought to be the largest white pine sawmill in the world. The city's desire to create a park system and the Oliver Iron Mining Company's interest in good community relations coincided in 1905 when the company wrote an annual lease to the city of a 40-acre section on Virginia's north side. This area was popularly known as Alcott Park in honor of W.J. Alcott, head of Oliver Mining. In 1908, it was noted that the city's population was growing quickly, but there were no public parks, playgrounds, gardens, or even trees along its streets. The city responded by creating an independent park commission. Soon, there was a playground and the beginnings of a zoo. A bandstand was constructed, and in 1910, the Virginia City Band gave a free concert, inaugurating a long-standing tradition that continues to the present time. Events during the summer of 1911 demonstrated how important the park would be to the city. The park's formal opening on Sunday, May 28, 1911, saw thousands of Virginians who came to view the park, and families had picnics and visited the zoo. In 1916, the city replaced the original wood gates along 9th Street North with much more elaborate stone gates, some of which survive to this day. In 1934, they became interested in the idea of mounting an electric fountain within a rock garden. The city obtained federal approval for the project in 1935, and with WPA labor, completed the preliminary excavation and plumbing for the large rectangular base. The fountain mechanism would include a jet ring with 65 jets, as well as other nozzles to spray water. The control system would be completely automatic and capable of producing 60 water and light combinations over a 360-second period. It debuted on August 16, 1937. The daughter of the park superintendent, Carl Hawkinson, wrote, "The effect was lovelier than the annual 4th of July fireworks." The superintendent reported that police assistance was needed to control the crowds thronging to see the fountain. World War II brought an end to new development in the park, and in 1943, the bronze gears operating the mechanism that produced the constantly changing water jets and colored lights had worn out. An electric fountain operated until 2013, when the city had to shut it down because replacement parts for the fountain could no longer be obtained. Since then, an energetic Fountain Restoration Committee has been raising funds to restore the fountain to working order. For the nearly 80-year-old fountain, funding required grant applications, fundraisers, community organization, and support, which began in earnest in 2015 with a total need of $900,000. The Virginia Community Foundation spearheaded the fundraising oversight.
I would like to introduce John Bachman. He has worked in the park for over 40 years, and we would like to have him say a few words.
Thank you, Rudy. Again, I've been here for 42 years, 23 years as director. It's a great day for Virginia Park and Rec. With this fountain being going the way it is right now. Just to expound on Commissioner Phillips' words, it's about quality of life in this town. This park is that. So for all the volunteers and all the donations, thank you. We're working hard to get this fountain up and running. Thank you.
My father was born and raised here. My whole family was, and we're third generation citizens of Virginia. And my father raised 4 boys on a very meager salary. But every 2 weeks, and payday, it was like clockwork. We'd drive over to Steve's Hamburgers. We all get a hamburger to go. My dad would come here to the park. We'd drive around the park. We'd sit in front of this fountain and eat our Steve's Hamburgers. Then we would obviously pack it away, and we'd go over to this Tasty Freeze, and we get an ice cream cone. We drive around the park again and again, sit down here and eat our ice cream cone. Every 2 weeks, we'd come up and do this.
Welcome back to Romano Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth, Section 7 2A Boys Basketball Semifinals. All set to start our second half. Pierz with a commanding 41-19 lead. The Pioneers are led in scoring by Michael Leidenfrost. He's got 13. Blue Devils are led in scoring by Mason Carlson. He has 6. Pierz hit 4 from beyond the arc, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Virginia made 2 from beyond the arc, and they are 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Blue Devils are in a little foul trouble. Williams has 3. Tolman and Peters each with 2. For Pierz, Schaefer has 2 and Trout has 2. Both teams have gone back to their starting 5. Second half just underway. Hofdahl with the ball for the Blue Devils. Pass goes to Carlson on the left side. Mason from long range. Procott clears the boards. Here's a long one from the corner from Leidenfrost, not good. He'll run down the loose ball rebound. Pass underneath for Schaefer, off the glass and in. Bernard misses it on this end, and here come the Pioneers once again. Brandon Stuckmeyer for three. Williams with 3 fouls clears the boards for the Blue Devils. Carlson coming back. Mason goes into the lane. Gets cut off now to Bernard, off the glass. It will not fall. Boy, Jaden has just had a tough night. He just has not been able to get that ball to fall through the hoop. Going in is Schomer for 2. And the Pioneers have scored the first 4 to start the second half. Schomer with 8 points in the game. Off-ball back to Carlson. Mason's open. He'll take a 3. Bernard the rebound. Muscles his way back in and will not get a foul. Battles for it. And he's fouled underneath. Foul called on Procott. That's his first. Inbounds pass to Bernard. A shot comes off the iron. Here comes numbers for the Pioneers. Leidenfrost now gives it to Schomer. Stuckmeyer back to Schomer. 16-15 to play. The winner will play Friday night in the section championship. Here is scoring was Michael Leidenfrost. He's got 15 tonight, the 6-foot junior. Carlson and Hofdahl playing catch on that right side. Now Bernard at the free throw line. Got his second basket of the night. (47-21). This is Schomer just backing out, bringing Pierz out a little bit, or Peters that is. Schaefer. Now Stuckmeyer. Leidenfrost going into the lane, kicks off from the corner. Here's Procott for 3. Carlson and the Blue Devils trying to cut into this big deficit. Carlson going to the side of the lane, muscles his way in off the glass. It will not fall. Boy, just like there's a lid on that basket. Long pass down to Brandon Stuckmeyer. Jade Bernard pulls up for 3, and he's fouled. He's going to shoot 3. Foul was called on Brandon Stuckmeyer, his second.
Minor foul number 4, Brandon Stuckmeyer, his second personal. Second team foul, Jaden Bernard at the line for 3.
Checking in is number 3, Noah Sakala, 5'11" junior. Jaden hits all 3. He's got 7 points in the game. 14:43 to play. 24 points now for the Blue Devils. They are trailing 49-24.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Leidenfrost with the ball, bounce pass off to Sakala. Goes into the lane, puts a shot up, blocked by Williams. Kyle put the big body. .28 to play. Inbounds pass, putting it up and in is Prokop. Here's Carlson trying to go up and in. Gets the basket to fall. Mason with 8 points in the game. Coming up on 14 minutes to play in tonight's Section 7 2A semifinals. Sakala will save it before he steps on that center court. Leiden passing me, Stuckmeyer scores. Brandon Stuckmeyer with 11 points. Second player in double figures for the Pioneers. Here's Bernard from long range. Schaefer with the rebound. Prokop, bounce pass, goes into Leidenfrost, gives it back to Schaefer, and he's fouled, and that's going to be Williams' fourth. Well, they're going to call it a Nick Peters. Looked like it was Williams underneath, so that's the third foul on Peters. Schaefer at the line to shoot two. He's been there once tonight. He's made 1 out of 2. Checking back in for Pierz. Number 2, Ryan Stuckmeyer, and 0, Peter Schomer. Hits them both. Zachary Trout into the game for Pierz. They just keep bringing them at him. Looks like most of them are offensive, defensive linemen that played last fall for the Pioneers in the state tournament. Here's Brandon Stuckmeyer letting go of the long one. Brandon's got 14. And the Blue Devils are going to get a timeout as they are just have to come up with some kind of plan here with 12:57 to go. We'll run down some of the scoring leaders. Here in the second half so far, Virginia's been outscored 17-7. Leading scorers for Pierz. Michael Leidenfrost has 15. And Brandon Stuckmeyer now with 14. Those are the 2 leading scorers for Virginia. 8 points for Mason Carlson and 7 points for Jaden Bernard. Virginia with 1 team foul here in the second half. Pierz with 2. Semifinal action on this Wednesday night. Again, the championship is Friday night right here at Romano Gymnasium. Carlson gives it to Williams for 3. Goes right to Bernard and 1. Foul was called on number 3, Sakala. His second. Jaden so far perfect at the line, 3 for 3. (58-29) Pierz, 12:40 to play. Here's Schomer. Off to Ryan Stuckmeyer. Now Brandon Stuckmeyer. Back to Schomer. Pulls up from 12. Peters with the rebound. Here come the Blue Devils. Peters goes right in, puts it up left-handed, does not get it to fall. They battle for it. Brandon Stuckmeyer comes away with it. Sakala. Back to Schomer, and Pierz with a 29-point lead is going to think things over for a second.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Schomer to Sakala. Now Brandon Stuckmeyer. Ryan Stuckmeyer. Here comes Bernard in. Tipped up and in by Williams. Kyle with 5 points in the game. Eleven and a half minutes to play. Schomer to Ryan Stuckmeyer. Sakala in the corner. And foul called on Mason Carlson. That's his second. Second Virginia team foul.
Virginia foul number 24, Mason Carlson. His second personal, second team foul.
Ryan Stuckmeyer gets the inbounds pass. Now to Brandon Stuckmeyer. He goes in, feeds it off in the corner. Sakala for three. His first points of the night. Here is Mason Carlson's shot is not good. It goes out of bounds to Pierz, and now Pierz is going to bring in some substitutions. Number 24 is Procott. 23 is Kimmin. 21 is Leidenfrost, and number 5 is Schaefer. Shows you how much depth that Pierz team has when you can rotate 3 in and 3 out. This is Procott. He's going to go right in, muscles away in, missed the shot though. Carlson rebound. Long pass up to Bernard. Jaden's going to go in, off balance, draws a foul, he'll shoot a pair. Foul was on 21, Leidenfrost. His first personal. Bernard at the line to shoot 2. Jaden is perfect, 4 for 4. Checking in for the Blue Devils, 0. That's Joe Hofdahl, and 14 is Daniel Squires. Bernard, the senior's second free throw is good. $11 points now for Bernard. Procott, Bernard is on him defensively as the Blue Devils have gone to a man-to-man again. They've been switching zone, 2-3 zone, 1-3-1 zone, and then a man-to-man. Now Sakala and Brandon Stuckmeyer check back in.
Brandon Stuckmeyer and number 0, Peter Schomer.
Hofdahl. Nice give and go to Squires, and 1. Schaefer picks up his third. Free throw is good by Squires. Completes the three-point play. Pierz has played 9 different players. Blue Devils have gone with 7. Joe Hofdahl picks up his first foul, third team foul. Schomer gets the inbounds pass. He's got 8 points tonight. He had 44 in the first 2 games in the playoffs. Nice play, Brandon Stuckmeyer. Here's Procott going baseline, draws contact, puts it up and in. 9 points for Jonah Procott. And it's a 65-35 lead for Pierz with 9:40 to play. Joey Hofdahl goes in and will get it to fall. Senior's got 7 tonight. Sakala, Procott. Here's Schaefer trying to go baseline, puts it up and scores. Here's Bernard from way downtown. It will not fall. Put up by Williams. Kyle Williams now with 7 points in the game. Kyle playing with 3 personals, all in the first half. We've passed the halfway point of our second half. Sakala will give it off to Brandon Stuckmeyer. Back to Sakala. Goes into the lane, puts it up and in, and gets one. Squires picks up his first. Peters and Carlson back into the Virginia lineup. Sakala completes the three-point play. He's got 6. Here's Bernard going in. Now to Sakala. Procott. This is Brandon Stuckmeyer. Guarded by Tolman. It gets wrapped up by Tolman. Jack picks up his third. Ryan Stuckmeyer, the 5'10 junior, back into the lineup. Sakala gets it. Procott for 3. Procott has 12 points. Now Carlson misses it. Ryan Stuckmeyer comes away with it. Sakala. 8 minutes to play. Bounce pass underneath, putting 2 more home is Procott. Here's Bernard. He gets bumped, scores. Basket will count. Checking for the Blue Devils, checking in is Joshua Bridgewater.
Virginia sends in number 40, J.J. Bridgewater.
Bernard shooting 1. Williams puts it back up. Bernard battles for the rebound and scores. He's got 13 here in the second half, 15 in the game. 75-43, 7 minutes to play. Sakala goes right in. Put back up, not good, and Williams will clear it for the Blue Devils. Gets it up to Nick Peters. Here's Peters for 3. 6:35 to play. Pierz 75, Virginia 46. Brandon Stuckmeyer, guarded by Bridgewater. He goes right in, and we've got a goaltending call on Bernard. So Stuckmeyer will get the basket. Hofdahl checks back in. Checking in now for Pierz, number 22, J.T. Palu. Also coming in, number 10 is Andrew Winster. Bernard going baseline, draws a foul and scores a basket. $18 for Bernard. Here's Brandon Stuckmeyer going in. The ball's deflected away. It's taken away, and Pierz coming back. Pierz' pass was off one of the Pioneers, and Pierz on the other end now controlling the ball with under 6 to play. Bounce pass, shot put up and in, 22. Palu scores. Hofdahl gives it to Bernard. Back to Hofdahl. Joey going baseline, puts it up, will not fall. And now we got a foul on Nick Peters reaching in. Nick picks up his 4th.
We have a foul on number 10, Nick Peters, his 4th personal. 6th team foul.
Brandon Stuckmeyer leaves the game. Checking in is number 1, Kyle Welly for Pierz. Kyle's a 5'9" junior. 5:15 to play. Wiley going in and scoring. Here's Hofdahl giving it off to Williams. Williams for 3. Bernard with the rebound, muscles his way back in, draws a foul, and he'll shoot a pair. Bernard hits them both. Stuckmeyer has the ball tapped away, and Peters and the Blue Devils coming back with 4:40 to play. Here's Nick pulling up for 3. And Bernard going in was fouled on the play by Kimmin. Ninth team foul. So Bernard will shoot 1 and 1 for the Blue Devils. Trout with a rebound, and he throws it away. Well, I guess it was deflected by a Blue Devil, so Pierz will get the ball. Welly with the ball in the front court. Corner, it goes to Palu, and a turnover on Pierz. Blue Devils now are going to bring in some substitutions. Squires 14 checking in. Number 2 is Logan Nordby. Number 12 is Alex Engrave. Number 30 is Gavin Dahl. Here's Nordby with the ball, gives it off to Dahl. Into the paint, bounce pass in the corner. Number 4 is Dylan Johnson for the Blue Devils. And now ball's taken away. This is Wincher. 4 minutes to play in tonight's basketball game. 81-51 Pierz. And Dahl takes the ball away for the Blue Devils. Dahl in the corner, bounce pass. Trout almost took it away. Dahl gets it back. This is Nordby in the corner. Back to Dahl. Cross court. Again, they step in the Blue Devil passing lanes. The Pioneers do and create another Virginia turnover. Wide open underneath, putting the basket up and in was number 11, Andrew Brill. Shot put up by Gall is good. Gavin Dahl scores for the Blue Devils. Bet you that makes Grandpa Culbert very happy. His grandfather is Bill Culbert. Culbert Realty. Coming up on 2.5 minutes to play in this semifinal game. Shot will fall underneath. Andrew Brill. Dahl off to Johnson. Here's Dylan Johnson for 3. Two minutes to play. And now Pierz is going to bring in some substitutions at the next whistle. 85-56, Pierz. And now Johnson will take the ball away, causes a turnover to Nordby. Gives it off to Dahl. Here is Squires for 3. And foul underneath, going for the rebound. It's going to put Dahl at the line to shoot. 1 and 1. This is Eden Overfeld, and that's taken away. Nordby. Basket will count, a foul. Oberfeld's a freshman. He goes 6'1". Looks like another one of those football players that played last fall for Pierz. Coming up on our final minute. Oberfeld. Bounce pass to Hyatt. Jacob puts up a long one. It will not fall. Nordby with a rebound to Dahl. Back to Nordby. Here's Johnson for three, a little short. Landon Schomer with a rebound. 35 seconds to play. Here's a long one from Hyatt. It's good. Here's Johnson giving it to Nordby in the corner. Shot was blocked. 3, 2, 1, and our game is over. The Pierz Pioneers will move on and play in the championship game on Friday night with a 88-60 victory over the Virginia Blue Devils. We'll quickly recap scoring statistics. Pioneers were led in scoring by Brandon Stuckmeyer. He had 16, 15 for Michael Leidenfrost, and 14 for Jonah Prokop, the three players in double figures. The Pioneers hit 8 from beyond the arc, and they were 8 for 9 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, for the Blue Devils, they were led in scoring by senior Jaden Bernard, finished his career with 20 points tonight, 18 of them coming in the second half. He was the only player in double figures. The other seniors for the Blue Devils, Joe Hofdolf finished with 7 points tonight. J.J. Bridgewater did not score, and Kyle Williams finished with 7 points. Pierz 41 in the first half, 47 in the second for 88. Virginia 19 in the first, 41 in the second for 60 points. With the victory, Pierz now goes to 21-8, and they'll play in the championship game. Virginia finishes the season with a final record of 21 wins and 8 losses. Well, that'll do it from Romano Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth. Hope you enjoyed our telecast tonight. For Javanci George, who's on the camera, and Terry Hardica, who is our producer and director down the truck, I'm Bob Cohn with the play-by-play. Once again, our final score tonight, Pierz 88 and Virginia 60. Good night, everyone.